In the realm of celebrity confessions, few are as raw and unfiltered as those that delve into the rebellious phases of one's youth. Mia Goth, the acclaimed actress known for her intense and transformative performances in horror and drama films, recently opened up about a chapter from her teenage years that involved a series of shoplifting incidents. This revelation came during an in-depth conversation with a prominent magazine, where Goth displayed a level of honesty that is both refreshing and startling in an industry often polished to perfection. Her stories paint a picture of a young girl navigating the complexities of adolescence through acts of defiance, only to be halted by a combination of mishaps and consequences that ultimately led to personal growth. Goth's journey into the spotlight has been marked by roles that demand emotional depth and physical commitment. From her breakthrough in the psychological thriller Nymphomaniac to her chilling portrayals in the X trilogy, where she embodied characters grappling with fame, desire, and horror, Goth has established herself as a force in independent cinema. Her latest venture into the classic tale of Frankenstein further cements her status as an actress unafraid to tackle dark and complex narratives. It's this same fearlessness that shines through in her personal anecdotes, where she doesn't shy away from admitting flaws or past mistakes. Recalling her experiences around the age of 14, Goth shared a specific incident that involved pilfering a meatball sandwich from a cafe in London. This seemingly innocuous act of theft took a painful turn when she attempted to heat the sandwich in her oven at home. The result was a scar from a burn, a physical reminder of the risks involved in such impulsive behavior. This story serves as a metaphor for the hidden dangers of youthful indiscretions. What starts as a thrill can lead to lasting consequences, both literal and figurative. But Goth's admissions didn't stop at food items. She confessed to a broader pattern of shoplifting that encompassed a wide array of goods. From accessories like headbands and earrings to clothing such as tights and shoes, she described a period where virtually everything she wore was acquired illicitly. This paints a vivid image of a teenager experimenting with rebellion, perhaps driven by a mix of thrill-seeking, financial constraints, or simply the allure of getting away with something forbidden. In many ways, this behavior is not uncommon among adolescents testing boundaries, but Goth's willingness to recount it in detail sets her apart, offering insight into the mindset that fueled these actions. The turning point in this phase of her life came when she was finally caught. The item in question was perfume, a luxury good that symbolized perhaps a desire for sophistication or escape. Being apprehended marked the end of her shoplifting streak, as the reality of consequences, likely involving authority figures, embarrassment, or potential legal repercussions, sank in. Goth succinctly stated that after getting caught, she stopped, indicating a moment of self-reflection and decision-making that steered her away from further trouble. Beyond the shoplifting tales, Goth touched on another aspect of her personality, her propensity for exaggeration or fabrication when it serves her ambitions, particularly in pursuing acting roles. She admitted to lying about skills or experiences if it means securing a job she desires. With a touch of humor, she joked about claiming expertise in horseback riding, speaking Chinese, or tap dancing, skills she humorously labeled as lifelong passions, despite the fabrication. This candidness reveals a pragmatic side to the competitive world of acting, where embellishing one's resume can be a survival tactic. It also underscores Goth's determination to succeed, a trait that has undoubtedly contributed to her rising career. Exploring the psychological underpinnings of such behavior, one might consider the environmental factors at play during Goth's formative years. Growing up in London, a city teeming with cultural influences and socio-economic contrasts, could have influenced her actions. Adolescence is a time of identity formation, where peer pressure, media portrayals of rebellion, and personal insecurities intersect. Shoplifting, in this context, might have been a way to assert independence or acquire items that represented status or self-expression without the means to purchase them legitimately. Goth's scar from the sandwich incident serves as a tangible symbol of lessons learned the hard way. Burns from ovens are common household accidents, but in this case, it's tied to a moral awakening. The pain likely prompted not just physical healing but also introspection about the ethics of her choices. Today, as a successful actress, she can look back on these events with a mix of regret and amusement, using them as fodder for interviews that humanize her public persona. Her role in Frankenstein, a story about creation, monstrosity, and redemption, parallels her own narrative of transformation. Just as the creature in the tale seeks understanding and acceptance, Goth's confessions invite empathy from audiences, showing that even stars have flawed pasts. This vulnerability enhances her appeal, making her performances more relatable and authentic. The magazine interview format allowed for this depth, encouraging celebrities to share beyond surface-level glamour. Goth stories contribute to a broader dialogue about youth, mistakes, and growth in the public eye. In an era where social media amplifies perfection, her honesty is a counterpoint, reminding fans that everyone has a backstory filled with imperfections. Furthermore, the items she stole, headbands, earrings, tights, shoes, evoke a sense of everyday rebellion. These are not high-value thefts but rather accumulations that built a wardrobe of ill-gotten gains. Imagining a young goth piecing together outfits from stolen pieces adds a layer of poignancy, perhaps reflecting a creative spirit finding expression through unorthodox means. The perfume incident, as the climax of her confessions, highlights the escalation of risks. Perfume, with its scents evoking memories and identities, might have been a symbolic choice. Getting caught could have involved store security, parental involvement, or even a brush with the law, though details remain private. This event catalyzed change, proving that consequences can be powerful deterrents. Goth's joking about lying for roles adds levity, showing self-awareness. In acting, where auditions demand versatility, such fibs are common, though she frames them with irony. It speaks to the industry's demands and her adaptability. In wrapping up, Mia Goth's revelations about her shoplifting past offer a window into the making of a star. From the scar-inducing sandwich theft to the wardrobe of stolen items and the decisive perfume capture, her stories illustrate a journey from rebellion to responsibility. As she continues to captivate audiences with her on-screen intensity, these off-screen tales enrich our understanding of her as a multifaceted individual.